Welcome, everyone, to the Rival Talk Sports Radio Show, the Halloween edition. Oh, spooky. Oh. So, our first segment here today is going to be about the most feared players in the history of sports. Isaac's got football covered for us. I'm going to hit us up with some basketball after Isaac. Isaac, go ahead and let us know some of the most feared players.
All right, as you see by the promo that we had on our Instagram account, if you follow it, make sure to go hit that up and follow it right there, Rival Talk on Instagram. Ray Lewis, we're going to start off with one of the most cerebral linebackers ever. You tell me, there are so many clips where me as a wide receiver, coaches, all right, let's practice our slant routes. Who are we playing this week? The Ravens?
What?
You tell me we're practicing slant routes right now? Why? Why would you do this to me, Coach? It's the game plan. It's part of the game plan. They can't defend the run. I don't want to die to Ray Lewis. I don't want to meet my end. I don't want to meet my maker. But another thing about that Ravens defense that made it so scary was the greatest kryptonite for Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning had very few kryptonites. The one was Ed Reed.
Ed Reed.
Ed Reed put a genuine smile on Bill Belichick's face.
He did.
Bill Belichick, every time he talked about him, he smiled. And you don't see that very often. Maybe outside of him and his girlfriend, but that's a can of worms we'll talk about in another episode.
Tom Brady even literally admitted that he would never throw it anywhere close to Ed Reed's area of the field. Nowhere near.
And also, Ed Reed was incredibly fast.
He was.
Ed
Reed was just a specimen, bro. He was insane.
The Ravens defense. But you also got to think about when there's Batman, you got to have Robin. When there's Ray Lewis, you got to have Terrell Suggs.
Ooh, T-Sizzle, baby.
You run every cover 2, cover 3, two guys in the middle of the field, you're not getting any yards. The fear that struck into opponent running backs. I'm convinced we lost an entire generation of running backs to that Ravens defense. I am genuinely convinced there were some genuinely great running backs that are just lost to history because they had to play the Ravens twice a year in their division. So to any Bengals, Steelers, and Browns running backs that have been lost to history, we respect you. But you sacrificed it so that way we could have Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, and Jalen Warren, apparently.
A lot of great talent died on that field.
You know what else literally died? Was a literal terror on the field made you actually die?
Who?
Sean Taylor.
Oh, don't even get me started on Sean Taylor.
At Miami with Ed Reed, one of the most, that's the best safety room I've ever seen. Ever. You had, because he could still cover too. Mm-hmm. He still understood zone concepts beautifully. He could get man. I mean, he was.
Sean Taylor had some swag too. Like,
yeah, so has some swag.
His like that. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about what he did with this helmet. That like little where he would tape up the face mask.
Yeah, no, that was tough.
It just looked so sick. Like,
dude,
it looks. Well, I mean, it looks scary too.
Dude,
you see a safety, a big old safety like Sean Taylor, hardest hitting safeties in the league.
Hardest hitting safety
with
in
that kind
the
of
league.
face mask.
And not to mention that the dark visor was popular among these guys. You couldn't see their eyes. You saw the mouth guard, you saw the tape, and you saw the face mask. You already knew.
Late 90s, early 2000s football was probably like the scariest era of football.
Outside of when it started.
Yes. Like, I can't, like, honestly, I can't really name many fear-striking players in the league currently still.
I could.
Like, you got the Derwin Jameses. Myles Garrett. But, like, I feel like the sheer amount of horrifyingly, like, terrifying players back in that era was like they were putting something in the food or something.
They stopped taking it out of the food.
Yeah.
Because all these guys want to be buddy, but that's not how it works anymore. Back in the day, let's talk about another hard-hitting safety since we're just hitting on safeties right now. What do you know? You're a local Clemson fan. This is a Clemson guy.
Yep.
Weapon X.
Weapon X.
They're convinced. They actually had 2 separate lockers for Brian Dawkins and Weapon X.
I saw that interview.
Because they're convinced that's what he became on the field.
Yeah.
He did the whole little animal crawl out.
He would pray for the other team before going on to he would pray for them because he knew he would just hit them so violently and just destroy their hopes and dreams as a whole team.
Yeah, coach, wide receiver in the day, let's say you're just a Redskins wide receiver. All right, today we're running digs, posts, and fades.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, do you know who we're playing? Who? The Philadelphia Eagles. Why is that a problem? They got Weapon X in the middle of that secondary. I do not want to run any of those routes. Well, you're going to. And then I proceed to die on the field.
Yep.
Because that's just how it works. But also, something else to consider about that Eagles team was Donovan McNabb.
Oh.
Terrell Owens. Terrell
T.O.
Owens. T.O.
That offense was just as scary as the defense. It was like Donovan McNabb, when I think about as a kid and I'm like being told all these stories about like these old football players and like Donovan McNabb, when I looked at Donovan McNabb, like old pictures or videos and highlights, he literally scared me because he's just a big, brolicky dude.
And he would run you over.
Yeah. And throw a 70-yard bomb down the field if he wanted to.
Yeah.
That was who Donovan McNabb was.
Something else to mention about some scary Eagles players. Let's talk about Slim Shady, Buffalo legend LaShawn McCoy.
LaShawn McCoy.
Y'all think Saquon had a good snow game? Y'all ain't seen Shady in an all red Bills color rush. Oh my gosh. The memories from my childhood of watching this man dissect defenses like it was a fine course at a 5-star restaurant. Absolutely phenomenal running back. And then he was traded because Chip Kelly thought he knew better. But also another scary player on that Eagles team, Michael Vick.
Oh.
Resurrected Michael Vick.
Resurrected post-jail time Michael Vick. Rehabilitated Michael
With
Vick.
Deshaun Jackson running down the field.
Yep.
The first play of the game against the Redskins, rolls out of the pocket, looks down the field. Just gonna throw a 70-yard post because I feel like it. What? I don't even open up when I play Madden. I don't open up with a play action boot 70-yard touchdown pass.
They did it because they could.
They did it because they could. But something else to consider with these feared players, something else from that era. We're gonna switch over to the AFC a little bit.
Okay.
Let's talk about some of these Pittsburgh Steelers defenders. Let's talk about one of the biggest names ever in the safety room, Troy Polamalu.
Troy Polamalu.
From Hawaii.
Big Hawaiian dude with long curly
He was
locks.
literally Maui on the field.
Yeah.
Because he could literally teleport anywhere. They say it's like 71% of the world is covered by water. You know what the under 29% is covered by?
Troy Polamalu.
Yep. Every part of the land he covered.
Yeah.
Jumping over the line to stop Marcus Mariota on a quarterback sneak. We need this
Who
guy.
does that?
Nobody.
Except Troy Polamalu, baby.
Exactly. We need him to come and give us some tips on how to stop the tush push. This guy would have stopped it. I guarantee you right now. If he was in the league right now, he would have figured out a way to stop the tush push.
They probably didn't even use it in the league back then because Troy Polamalu existed.
Yeah, quarterback sneaks died for a minute because Troy Polamalu existed.
Because he was that guy. Dude, I'm going to throw out a little name here.
Oh.
Scariest and quite possibly scariest looking of all time in the NFL. Played for the Steelers. I think you know who I'm about to say.
I think I know what you're about to say, too.
Jack Lambert.
There was the defense, the steel curtain, the OG steel curtain was a multifaceted. You had Mean Joe Green, which, funny story about Mean Joe Green, they were playing the Bears back when they had Dick Butkus, another one of the scariest linebackers.
Gosh, I love Dick Butkus.
I love Dick Butkus too, but Dick Butkus was just having his way that game. He was just taking long strides, blitz into A-gap, and he get up to the Steelers sideline, obviously, because he stops another running play, and Mean Joe Green spits in his face and, beckons him to fight. And people say that Dick Butkus looked and he thought for a second, and you could tell the thought formulated in his head, this wouldn't be the intelligent thing to do, and went back to the field of play. He was asked about it later in the post-game interview, and he said, I was too busy making All-Pro. It's quite... For the best linebacker in the league, that is a humble response.
Yeah.
And...
Still,
Jack Lambert, though. Then you had Joe Green up front. Mm-hmm. Then you had Jack Lambert in them.
This is back in the era, too, when they had, the club where they would tape their entire forearm, basically, and just make it into a big old ball of just hard material that they could swipe your hands down with. Any offensive lineman going up against the Steelers' entire defense, you're done.
You're done. That's it.
You're screwed. Like,
No, Sonny, actually, going back a little bit farther than that, you know about Merlin Olsen on the Rams? One of the greatest defensive ends of all time.
Merlin Olsen.
Merlin Olsen.
I've never heard
He
of
would
that name.
he would do the pad technique, but he would put a steel plate in there, and he would whack the side of your helmet, so you would be ringing. Oh. This guy, they went back and they did research. Like the pro football researchers went back and tallied up his sack totals because they didn't record it back then.
Yeah.
Guy had 24 sacks in a single season. This guy would have set the record if they had recorded sacks. He would have set the record. That's how good he was.
Why didn't they record sacks back then? Like, that just makes no sense to me.
I don't know. They weren't really good at recording stuff back then either.
Yeah,
But
that's
another
true.
scary player from that defense though. I forget his name. Mel Blount.
Mel Blount.
Mel Blount. He was incredibly blunt.
Yes.
You know, in a single season, I think it was, I don't know. In a single season once, he allowed 0 touchdown passes.
Are you serious?
Yes. No
I did
touchdown
not
passes.
know that stat.
No
That's ball
touchdown
knowledge
passes.
right there. Wow.
Now, they did run the ball back then more, so we'll give him a little bit of tax. But
Yeah.
there were still good quarterbacks back then.
Yes.
You still had Terry Bradshaw on that team.
Oh, my
With him and
gosh.
Lynn Swann.
Yeah.
Scary offense. But to allow 0 touchdown passes, to make the end zone Fort Knox, and you're not getting in unless I say so, and I'm not saying so. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. But I gotta say, the all-time scariest player, in my opinion, is Megatron.
Megatron.
That man wasn't a lion.
I agree with that take.
I think he's the scariest player of all time.
Well,
you couldn't put this guy
on the offensive side.
on the
of
offensive side.
On the offensive side.
because there's some scary defensive players. I think
Yes.
Ray Lewis is probably the scariest.
Probably, yeah.
But you couldn't. There's a clip against the New Orleans Saints. He has 2 defensive backs on him, and they are pushing him. They are praying to heaven that he doesn't break it. What you talking about? Some guy from Georgia Tech jumping at the gym, runs a low 4.4 flat probably,
Yeah.
but he could jump and he could catch.
How tall was Megatron? Was he 6'5", 6'6"?
He's probably like 6'5", 6'4",
I think he was
6'5",
6'5".
6'4" to 6'6" in that range.
Just jacked out of his mind.
Imagine-
Extremely fast.
Imagine David Njoku off the Browns. You know who David Njoku is?
Oh, yeah.
But like up his speed by a lot, shrink him down just a little, just a hair.
Just a hair.
Just a hair.
Just a hair.
Make him lose a few pounds, and you'd have Megatron and
Put
make him
at
extremely
wide out.
fast.
He'd be Megatron.
But you don't get the name Megatron. Megatron is the leader of the Decepticons,
Yeah.
and I've seen, and Megatron has been forever portrayed as one of the most bad villains of all time. One of the most bad villains of all time because he would just tear people in half, and he would go on about his day. And that's why I think Megatron is the scariest player. He also has the most receiving yards in NFL history. Almost cracked 2,000. Guess what his team did that year?
Jack.
Losing record. Didn't make the playoffs. But it's because Matthew Stafford is the greatest force feeder of all time.
Yeah. Dude, season was not going anywhere. No hope for the season at all.
Just chuck it up to Megatron.
Matthew Stafford just says, hey, I have this 6'5" beast of a human being at wideout. Why don't I just throw him the ball every play?
Exactly. And it worked.
And it worked.
Now somebody from my team is getting a little bit of ball knowledge. But this man walked so another person could run. I'm talking about the shiftiest white guy of all time, Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley.
He walked so Cooper Kupp could run.
Mm-hmm. He did.
I'm telling you right now, this guy, this was probably, if you talk to a lot of corners from that day, they probably talked about him. He wasn't Thanos, but he was a threat.
He was a threat, for sure.
He might have been Hunter Renfrow, minus you take the route running points and you put him in speed. Because his release,
Quick.
the only person who
bullet.
might have had a better release is Doug Baldwin.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of
You
the
might be
Doug
right.
Baldwin release videos?
Yes.
No wonder Russell Wilson could cook. He had Doug Baldwin out here leaving guys at the line of scrimmage.
Dude, you know who we haven't mentioned yet that I feel like has to be mentioned
Who?
in this segment? Cam freaking Newton.
Cam Newton.
College football. Cam Newton, last season of college football Cam Newton.
Auburn, oh my gosh.
Auburn Cam Newton, and 2016 Cam Newton.
Gosh.
The most, in my opinion, one of probably the most unstoppable, the greatest college football season of all time. Not just by a quarterback, of all time, in my opinion, went to Cam Newton.
Didn't they win the Natty that year?
Yeah, he did.
Oh wow.
Carried his. To be honest, that Auburn team, they were kind of bums. They weren't
Bums?
that great.
Okay.
They weren't bums. They were mediocre.
They shouldn't have been the
Before
Natty.
Cam Superman Newton came around and said, you know what? I'm just going to carry my team to a national championship and have the greatest season of all time because I feel like it. Because I want to. And
guess
you're
what?
not going to be able to stop me.
This guy went to the NFL, and he played. Back now, me as a kid, I remember back in the day, the NFC South was no pushover.
No.
You had to go through Drew Brees.
You
You had to go through Tampa Bay. Now, obviously, Jameis Winston had his problems, but that team was still
You had to go
force.
through Matt Ryan as well.
had to go through Matt
Don't
Ryan
forget
and the
about Matt
Falcons.
Ryan. Matt Ryan and
Don't forget about-
Julio Jones.
Hey, don't forget about Roddy White.
Who?
Roddy White.
Who's Roddy White?
He was another great receiver for the Falcons.
Really?
A little bit before Julio, but you still had to go through both of them.
Maybe
And
I'm a
Cam
casual
Newton-
Falcons fan. Never heard of Roddy White.
Roddy White's a great player. He's one of the best Falcons receivers all time.
Really?
You should look him up. He's a great player, honestly. But honestly, you had to go through that entire gauntlet of a team. And not to mention the NFC was still filled with, you saw the Seahawks and the 49ers to deal with. And Cam Newton just said, I'm just going to take this team to the Super Bowl because I feel like it.
Yo.
Him and Luke Kuechly on their
Yes.
backs.
Dude.
Oh, Luke Kuechly.
Talk about feared. Luke Kuechly is up there. He's like,
He might be top 3 scariest linebacker of all time.
I'd put him
Most
in my
feared.
top 3 greatest linebackers of all time.
Honestly, I'll do that too.
He's
I don't
definitely 100% the smartest.
know. Oh, yeah.
Dude was like,
I think he's the
smart,
reason Jameis
one of the
Winston's bad.
smartest human beings alive. Maybe not that far, but Luke Kuechly, he was just all around, just perfect linebacker. Like what you want a linebacker to be was Luke Kuechly. Smart, knew his play recognition on Madden should be a 99 every freaking year.
It should have been 100. It should have been the first 100.
Should have been
maybe.
first 100.
Yeah.
Like, dude could just read plays instantly like that.
I'm pretty sure he ruined Jameis Winston's career.
Yeah.
Because he threw all the picks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's the reason Jameis Winston's was so turnover prone. Because Jameis Winston said this guy was calling out like 80% of our plays.
Yeah.
This guy he wasn't athletic. He was still strong because he's a linebacker, but he was nowhere near as athletic as, say, a Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, he's
or-
not an
or like a
athletic
Malcolm Smith.
freak. He's athletic, but he's not an athletic freak like these.
Yeah.
He's not the most athletic.
No. But he was smart. He
was
lived in the
smart.
film room. And I'm just convinced that he might have ruined some quarterbacks' careers. I guarantee you, Drew Brees hated his life.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Playing
playing
in
playing
the-
this week. Oh, we're playing the Panthers. Or we're playing them. Oh, in Carolina.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Is Luke Kuechly off IR? Oh, no, he's never been on IR. He's fully healthy and ready to go.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? Now, I'll talk about one of the most feared, in the league right now. This is a little bit of glaze on my part.
Okay.
But, I mean, you got to admit, Josh Allen's, the fear factor he puts into teams,
Yeah. There's nothing
there's nothing you can do.
Josh Allen. The only thing you have to hope and pray that he has an off game and maybe throws a pick.
Maybe throws 2.
Maybe throws 2.
Yeah.
Because he has those games sometimes.
Yeah, he
has
does.
those games.
Yeah.
But it's just because of how fearless he is as a player. Like, he's ready to let it fly. He's ready to run and run someone over.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is just because that's what makes him so dangerous.
Because he does everything.
Because he can do it and he will do it, so you're just screwed.
Have you seen, back in his younger days, he was hurdling linebackers on the regular. And
The fact that he didn't get any college recognition in high school is beyond me. Dude, he played in a pretty good division of high school football in California.
Yeah, it was a small town, though. You know what I mean? Not a
Yeah.
lot of scouts.
But dude threw for I think it was over 3,000 yards,
Oh,
over 30
3,000, yeah.
touchdowns,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure he ran for 10 I watched a video about this the other day. I'm pretty sure he ran for like 10 touchdowns in high school that year too, his senior year.
Oh yeah, no, he was amazing.
Only got recognition from Eastern Michigan and Wyoming.
And Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan backed out.
Yeah, they
Didn't
backed
want
out.
him. So he's stuck. And he's left to go to Wyoming. Everyone thinks he's going to suck, which he kind of does suck a little
But
bit.
he's raw. He's raw.
He's raw. He has the potential. And they're lucky that they saw it, you know?
Oh yeah, dude. And then when he got into the NFL, dude, I remember I think it was 2023. It was the opening game against the Rams. Or 2022. After they won the Super Bowl, they were on their hangover.
Mm-hmm.
He runs out of the pocket, and they see some DB out there. I see him switch the ball into his other hand, and I'm like, what is he doing right now? Don't get injured.
Mm-hmm.
Puts his hand out. Buddy, are you Derrick Henry right now? And he puts him on the ground. Nick Scott, phenomenal athlete.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's on the NFL. He was on the starting lineup for a reason. Like, he was a capable player.
Mm-hmm.
And he got manhandled. And also in his younger days, back when he was hurdling players on the regular. Like a linebacker would be like, oh, I got my quarterback here. And you look up, and you see Superman flying over you. You just saw, like, what
Like
could
a
you do as a
gazelle.
linebacker?
Like a gazelle just leaping over you.
Like, just gracefully.
Yeah.
Like, what could you do as a linebacker? I'm like that might be one of the biggest mismatches for any linebacker in the league. Because, like, this guy, if he sees any opening, an inkling of opening, he's going to throw it. He's got incredible zip, too. Have you seen his, like, he might have one of the fastest, like, arm.
He
might have one of the
really puts some heat on his passes.
Dude, I think he might be one of the fastest throwers in NFL history.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Aaron Rodgers, I think he's the best thrower.
Baker Mayfield is someone we need to mention for that, too.
Baker Mayfield.
He throws the hardest passes. Did you ever see that Odell, when he first came to the Browns, Baker Mayfield was there.
Yeah.
Rookie Baker Mayfield.
Young.
Young Baker Mayfield.
He's baking. He's baking.
He was Odell said he couldn't catch the ball for like a couple weeks. He had to get used to it because he threw the ball so freaking hard.
Because, I mean, that's what he had to do at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
When you're playing these SEC defenses, you got to have them zip.
Put some zip on it.
That's why quarterbacks such as some of these weaker arms, like, say, Tua and Mac Jones have had to find their place because they weren't asked to put zip on the ball because everything was already open for them.
Right.
Back in the day,
They
you
had
had to
to.
put zip on that thing.
Right.
Because those linebackers are roaming. You had Patrick Queen in there lurking. And, I mean, Patrick Queen, for all his issues in coverage, he is a thumper. Mm-hmm. He can get to the ball carrier.
Patrick Queen can really lay you down.
But also somebody else on that Ravens defense that also was getting there back at his time in college, Roquan Smith. You talk about a linebacker.
Ball knowledge.
You talk about a linebacker that could take risks because his defense was so good. He took the risks. And 85% of the time, it paid off extremely well.
Sure did.
Someone else at Georgia that I've really liked. I just like Georgia defenders in general because Kirby Smart, I don't know what he's feeding his defenders. Start feeding it to me.
Probably some steroids.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But somebody else there that I've really liked, how about not could potential to be most feared? How about Jalen Walker
Ooh,
for the Falcons?
great name.
I mean, and just back in the day too, another guy that I have grown to fear over his time in college. How about Carolina folklore legend Debo Williams?
Debo Williams.
Debo Williams,
Who's this? I don't know who Debo Williams is.
number 0. 1 or 2 years ago, dude, he was a baller. This
I don't
guy
know
was
who that is.
lurking. This guy was lurking.
You're saying
in the
this is
middle.
a South Carolina guy?
He's a South Carolina
This is
guy.
why I don't know.
'Cause-
And you know what, Isaac?
What?
This is why I don't care. I
You do.
hate South
You are going to care
Carolina.
about this, though. One of the most feared college players of all time, Jadeveon Clowney.
Ooh,
When you saw number 7,
I do care about this guy.
now this guy, Rock Hill native, Rock Hill
Hill SC?
legend. I'm a former Rock Hill native. I can tell you right now, he is a once-in-a-lifetime athlete. I mean, what he did in, I think it was the Outback Bowl, that forever hit, he will forever be memorialized for. What was Michigan doing?
I don't know.
Whichever guy missed your blocking assignment, he probably works at Amazon now because he missed that blocking assignment.
Probably does.
which isn't a bad thing, but it's what happens when you miss your blocking assignments. And that ball carrier was destroyed, doesn't even begin to describe it. He was erased from this earth. And then he went to the Texans, and he did okay there. He was definitely
Good
not
rookie
worth.
season, but
He was definitely not worth the number 1, number 2 overall pick.
Yeah.
Do you know who was
He
though?
sure looked like he was going to
you
be
know,
though.
you know, J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt.
He's the reason defensive linemen put their hands up now for passes
Yep.
because they can come down with picks.
Yeah.
He also caught touchdowns too, like on offense.
Really?
He caught 3 one year.
What?
Yeah, they used him as a receiver
I did
he
not
was
know
so. He's such a mismatch because you can't
This-
put a
yeah.
backer. A backer.
I mean, that's smart.
A backer's not big enough. Nobody was big enough, but a backer's he's too slow.
Yeah.
Because J.J. Watt was so fast. Like, imagine T.J. Watt, but beef him up to the size of a nose tackle and make him and keep the speed. He was going and
Yeah.
gone. He had pick sixes too.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know about those. Trust me.
Them Texans teams were amazing. I think we're going to go to commercial break here. When we come back, Avery is going to take over, and he's going to give me some basketball-feared players.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
listening to the Rival Talk Sports Show on My Pulse Radio.
And welcome back to Rival Talk on My Pulse Radio. You can listen on mypulseradio.com. Check out the stream on YouTube, our WPPB The Pulse channel, or on the TuneIn app. This segment here, Isaac, you just talked about some of the most feared NFL players in the history of the game.
Oh, gosh.
I have some names for you
Ooh.
from the NBA. I'm going to mention some NBA names. I'm going to mention some high school names,
Ooh.
some college names, all right?
All right, some high school names. Okay,
The first player I got for you, Russell Westbrook in 2016. The classic
average
number
triple-double.
0 blue Oklahoma City Thunder. Just picture it in your mind. Just picture it.
Picturing.
You see greatness. You see a legend. You see the greatest point guard season of all freaking time. That's why he's my favorite player, because this dude wrecked rims. I'm sure if you were in the stands in a game watching Russell Westbrook in 2016 and he just threw down a monster dunk like he does every freaking game,
Yeah.
while also putting up triple doubles left and right,
Oh, yeah.
you would probably see smoke coming off the rim because he jammed it down so freaking hard down your freaking throat. That's what he did, Isaac.
That's what he did.
You have never seen anyone dunk the ball that hard. It's like he wanted to just, it's like he hated the rim. It's like the rim killed his family.
Well, I mean, Kevin Durant did kill the family of Oklahoma City when he left.
did.
One of the
That is what brought out.
anger.
I honestly, back in that time period, I was heartbroken because I was an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. Russell Westbrook was my favorite player, but I had a lot of love for Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
That whole team was my dream. It was my fantasy. I dreamed about it at night.
You dreamed about it?
I dreamed about it.
Nice.
Kevin Durant, I am honestly so happy now that you did that you left us like that you betrayed us and stabbed us in the back, because you know what it gave us?
Russell Westbrook.
The greatest prime, the greatest season by a point guard of all time. It gave us prime Russell Westbrook. It let Russ eat. Him leaving just opened up a world of opportunities. It sucks. Couldn't win a chip, couldn't win a ring. until now, Shea. But
Dude, I'll tell you. Someone else. Dude, the NBA nicknames, like for Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper.
Slim Reaper.
I just see the ghostly face, the scythe in his hand,
Yep.
long black cape strutting. I'm sorry, but back when Kevin Durant, before he tore his Achilles, back when he was moving, he could dunk.
Oh my!
But that wasn't his
gosh.
first option. That was never. He was taking you on in the midi.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was shooting over you.
Beautiful jumper. Like one of the prettiest jumpers of all time. Smoothest, prettiest. Gotta go to Kevin Durant. Like, he had it down to a T. It was like a formula. It's like a math problem. It was just so smooth, and it was like he was a mathematician trying to solve that math problem, and it went through every time. He got the answer every time.
Dude.
He was unstoppable from the mid-range.
You know, this was unstoppable from the mid-range. Who else?
Who's that?
My Knicks legend, Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, Carmelo Anthony.
One of the best scorers, top 10 scorer of all time. Maybe even top 5 if you want to put him in that conversation.
Dude, I wanted to be like Carmelo Anthony.
I think everybody.
He was who I strived to be. Like, I tried to shoot like him, dribble like him, play in the post like him. Like
Jab step.
the jab step, where he's in triple threat, and he's just.
Dude.
I tried to be like him. That's who I wanted to be. You know, I wanted to be Russ, but I, had come to terms that I probably wasn't going to dunk the ball like that.
No.
But Carmelo
Carmelo-
Anthony, the shooting ability,
That was there.
that's what I wanted to be.
Mellow.
Mellow.
He made your day extremely mellow after he dropped
Yes.
50 on your head.
Yes.
Dude, and somebody else that was incredibly feared, another scorer like that, dude. Can we get some love to the baby-faced assassin of Stephen Curry?
Woo!
Stephen
Stephen Curry.
The baby-faced assassin.
From 2016 all the way up until still now.
Dude.
Steph has just been giving nightmares to everyone across the league for years. Almost a decade now at this point. He's just been destroying teams. I've never seen, no one's ever seen
No one's ever
anyone
No.
with the shooting ability like that.
Mm-mm.
Ever.
Mike McDaniel, everybody.
Mike McDaniel. Mr. Boone.
We love Mr. Boone.
Anyways, before we were rudely interrupted. Yeah, dude, Steph
Dude.
Curry.
I'm convinced that, you know how I said we lost an entire generation of running backs to that Ravens defense?
Mm-hmm.
We lost an entire generation of point guards who had to guard up on Stephen Curry. I'm convinced.
Have you ever seen Matthew Dellavedova?
Dude.
You know who that is, right?
Yes.
Ball knowledge.
Oh, no, yeah.
Matthew Dellavedova in that 2016 final series on the Cavs, putting his life on the line
Literally
to
putting
guard
his life
this
on the
guy.
line.
Like,
Yeah, no.
he was so exhausted. Like, that was what was so terrifying about that Warriors team. Everyone was moving at all times.
And you had
Screens.
Sean Livingston.
Huh?
You had Sean Livingston on that team.
Sean
too.
Livingston, legendary player off the bench.
Mhm.
Never missed a midi.
Never missed
Ever
a
in
midi.
his career. Never.
I've never
Not
seen-
one.
Not
but-
one.
Dude, that team was just Steve Kerr. The way he coached that team is inspiring.
He made it an art form.
Yes, he really did. It was like he was Picasso, painting up, getting the little finer details.
Dude.
Stephen Curry made it possible, though.
Without
Without Steph Curry, that
Mhm.
team would never have been successful. So it's a combination of what made that team so scary. It's a combination of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, the enforcer of Draymond Green. They had Bogut at one point. He kind of was also a great shooter.
Dude, Bogut
But
was great.
they never really had a need for a great center. They already kind of had it covered.
They had Iguodala playing small ball 4.
Exactly.
And Draymond would be playing small ball 5.
Yeah.
But even then.
But it was it worked so well because they were it was just the coaching.
Mhm.
It really was. That team, the team would have been great with any other coach. They probably would have been, middle of the pack, making the playoffs, not really doing much. But Steve Kerr really elevated that team to a finals team like what they were.
Dude.
But
But
another name
ooh,
that I have for you. He's coming out of high school. Coming out of Spartanburg Day.
ooh.
South Carolina native. Do you know who I'm about to say? You might not. You might not.
I don't think I do.
Zion Williamson. Bro.
That was one of my guesses.
Dude.
Why didn't he play football?
So terrifying.
How did he not play football?
I don't know, but I'm so glad he didn't because that was. I still get videos popping up on my YouTube page of Zion back like the Ball is Life videos of him in high school, just 360 windmills, 360 East Bays, throwing it off the glass,
blocking
it
shots.
like spiking the ball into the stands.
Dude.
I am so shocked. I was convinced back in the day when I was watching that live and with my own eyes that Zion Williamson was fed steroid laced food from the age of 16 to now. I was convinced. There was no how do you look like that at 17, 18 years old?
You look like a
How
grown
is
man.
it possible?
Did this man get held back in like kindergarten and first grade?
I honestly thought he might have. I thought he might have been like 25 years old on an NFL team is what he looked like.
Dude, playing some AAU ball, 25 years old, bro.
You
Dude,
know,
this
it's a
guy was-
shame that his career hasn't really been all that great up to this point. You know, when he has played,
He's been pretty good.
Zion's been excellent. Like he's been shooting over 60% from the field.
Dude.
You know, he plays great defensively every time. Scores 25 plus points a game. Gets
He's
rebounds.
just on the Pelicans.
He's just on the Pelicans, and it's just the injuries and the weight problems. And
He's been looking
now, I am expecting that he will make a comeback and have a great season this year. Because have you seen him?
Dude, I've seen him.
Recently, he's been
Yeah.
skinny. He's dropped the weight. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. You know, he's still kind of big, but I feel like part of what made him so good was that he was so quick and so huge.
Yeah, but some
you
of that
know,
goes away after the injuries, I think.
Yeah,
I think he had to
agree.
slim down, put less tension on.
I
the
think
knees.
it was just how big he was that probably was causing those injuries. But yeah,
Dude, I'll tell you about somebody else that was scary. Somebody that I thought was really scary, bro. Scary nickname too. The Claw.
oh,
2019 Kawhi Leonard was. This guy was quiet. He didn't say a word. But that's what made him so scary.
assassin,
That's what made him so scary. You didn't know if he was behind you,
like
beside
a quiet fart. You didn't hear him coming, but when you saw him, you smelt him. Oh, he hit you like a brick. Hit you like a brick. It was such a joy to watch. I still have memories of me and my dad watching those playoff series in 2019 of him cooking. Just cooking. Like, this dude made Nick Nurse look like a legendary coach. This dude made Nick Nurse
Yes.
look like a legendary coach that was going to be going down in the history books. But it was just Kawhi.
It's called the Giannis Wall.
It was Kawhi. It was Jonas Valanciunas. It was Serge Ibaka. It was Pascal Siakam. Marc Gasol.
I think that Ibaka.
It was, yeah. They had Valanciunas, and then they traded for Marc Gasol. I was getting those two confused.
No, they
But-
had Ibaka too.
Ibaka, Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, and then most importantly, the Claw.
They had
Kawhi
they had
Leonard.
baby OG Anunoby and baby Fred VanVleet.
Dude, OG Anunoby. Thank you for mentioning OG Anunoby. Indiana Hoosier legend.
New
Indiana
York
Hoosier
Knicks.
goat.
Dude, New York Knicks demon right now.
Dude, I am a huge OG Anunoby fan. Me and my dad used to call him Obi-Wan.
OG.
Because he sounds, because, you know.
Yeah, no, I get what it's saying. I get that. Dude,
Yeah.
somebody else on the Knicks that I think should be more feared than what he is right now. He's pretty feared, though, honestly, especially in the clutch.
Who?
Jalen Brunson. Make some runs, son.
Make some run, son.
He should. That's a good Knicks team.
Great Knicks team.
I love it.
How do you think they're going to do this year, by the way? I want to hear your prediction about this. Isaac, if you didn't know, is a Knicks fan.
Diehard Knicks fan.
Diehard Knicks fan.
Amari Stoudemire, if he had breaks for the Lamborghini that he was, we would have won a chip with that team.
Yeah.
Changed my mind. We would have won, but he didn't have any breaks, so he just crashed and burned, sadly. But salute to you. With how open the East is right now, with how robot the Celtics look, with how the Hawks are taking steps. It's baby steps. It's baby steps. I think we have a chance to make another Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Have you seen what Mike Brown has done for this team?
I have.
We're moving and grooving. Josh Hart. I love Josh. Josh Hart, if you're listening to this right now, from the deepest, dark recesses of my heart, you're the reason I wake up every morning. Watching Josh Hart play basketball is genuinely one of the most enjoyable things you can ever watch.
It really is, dude. He plays with so much energy. The level of he just puts so much effort in. That's really the main factor. He's quick, he just puts in effort. That's all he does, and he gets rewarded for it.
Imagine Matthew Dellavedova, but make him the size of a wing.
Yep.
And you have Josh Hart.
It's exactly what it was.
Dude. And we have the big bodega. The big bodega. Karl Anthony Towns.
Yep.
Who was actually looking physical.
After all that.
Okay, let's stop. That's disrespectful to the big bodega. You will not disrespect the big bodega. The big bodega
is a little zesty sometimes. He's got a little.
Well, the big bodega is dropping 30, shooting 10 for 10 from 3.
Oh, have you heard him in games?
Yes, I have.
Dude, it's all he does. Every time he goes up to shoot, he's like, oh! He goes, oh my gosh!
Stop.
No, that's what he does every time. He shoots
it
and he goes, oh my gosh!
I know. I'm aware.
Yeah.
The big bodega. What about?
He's a little sassy. He's sassy. He's a sassy guy.
What about your Hawks? If
My
you don't know,
Hawks.
Avery is a diehard Hawks fan.
I am not a diehard Hawks fan.
Casual Hawks fan.
I switch back and forth. We need you. Excuse me. I don't know what I just said. What was I just talking about?
We're talking about the Hawks.
I am not a diehard Hawks fan. I am also not a diehard Hornets fan, but I enjoy watching both teams. I have always and still probably will be a fan of whatever team Russell Westbrook goes to. I only like, I only like Atlanta and Charlotte because they're the closest teams.
Yeah.
I've been to probably 5 Hornets games. Been to 2 Hawks games.
Mm-hmm.
Both got great stadiums. I like the Hornets stadium a little bit better. I like the Hornets arena a little bit better than.
I got you. Yeah.
But either way, love both teams. Am a huge fan of both teams. But I gotta say I'm a Kings fan right now, just because of
the Sacramento
Russell
Bulls?
Westbrook.
Sacramento Bulls.
The Sacramento Bulls.
They have Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan on the same roster.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's okay.
We're gonna suck. We're gonna be really bad.
Russell Westbrook is gonna carry.
Russell Westbrook might average a triple-double again this year. He might have to.
Not in the West. Not in the West.
Jeez, Isaac, we got serious there.
No, I'm being.
Should that be a factor, and should that be a thing in the most feared, the Western Conference this year?
Yes. You have Thunder,
right?
Who are really just lightning because they return everybody.
Yep.
Then let's take a look at somebody just a little bit below them, the Houston Rockets, who have the tallest lineup. You know what their shortest guy is?
Who?
Amen Thompson. And guess how tall he is?
6'8".
He's 6'7".
6'7"?
Yes, he's 6'7".
6'7"? 6'7"? 6'7"?
Okay,
6'7"?
Stop. He is 6'7", though. He is 6'7". Kevin Durant, everybody. They have Steven Adams.
7 foot. Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall.
Exactly. Exactly.
7 feet tall, killing them every game.
Dude.
Except for
imagine.
that stupid mistake that he made. Well, actually, he didn't get called for it, so it didn't really matter. They still lost. But that stupid timeout that he attempted to... Dude, he did the Chris Webber. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
No.
so there's a rule in basketball. I don't know if you know this. If you try to call a timeout and you don't have any timeouts left, then the other team gets free throws. Oh. It's a technical foul. So, Kevin Durant, there's an infamous, I don't really remember exactly what happened, but
It was
Chris
Chris
Webber, in a huge game, tried to call a timeout, gave the other team free throws, the other team ended up winning. Big thing. It's very famous. Kevin Durant, first game of the season, tip-off game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, back-and-forth game, the whole game.
It's like double overtime.
Double overtime game. But, he tried to call a timeout in like the last seconds of the fourth quarter. And the refs didn't call it. The refs didn't call him for it. He very, clearly, very obviously called a timeout. And the refs didn't call it. But it didn't really matter anyway.
They were still going to lose.
They still lost, but
Dude. The Western
Whatever.
Conference, and then let me take you up north. Anthony Edwards is still existing, and that is still a huge problem because he can shoot.
Ant-Man.
And then let's go down to Tennessee. Let's go to Memphis. They are surging.
Ja Morant.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Let's go to, and then on top of all of that, let's go look at what the Lakers have. They have Luka Doncic.
LeBron out with an injury, obviously. Dude, the Lakers haven't been really feeding into LeBron's stuff recently. They haven't really been feeding into the GM
It's because they have Luka.
delusion. Because
they have-
Luka's on the team
Because Luka's
now.
on the team.
Luka was a blessing and a curse for LeBron. Made the team better, but now
He's no
the
longer
Lakers,
the focus.
they don't want to give the team to this old, washed up. He's still good, but LeBron James.
He's not 2016.
They want to look towards the future. They want to
Exactly.
give the keys to this guy named Luka Doncic, who honestly I don't think is going to take the team anywhere. I'm going to state this prediction right now. People can look back on this and think I'm an idiot. I don't think Luka's ever going to win a chip. He might when he's like 38 years old. If he's still in the league, he might still just be fat and living in Slovenia or wherever he came from by that time. But
Slovenia, yeah.
Luka, he's out there for himself, I think. He's in it for himself. He wants the stats, he wants the accolades, he wants the attention. I feel like he thinks that his ability, his talent will be able to carry them to a championship. But I think everyone else sees that it probably isn't. Honestly, I really do think that he's
not
probably
gonna
not
win a
going to
chip?
win a chip.
So not somebody to be feared.
Not
They're still-
somebody. He's to be feared in the regular season, but in the playoffs, I feel like,
And then to tip the cherry off on the Western Conference, let's go even further down south from Houston. Let's go to San Antonio.
Ooh.
Let's look at what they, just casually, Victor Wembanyama grew an inch. What?
Yeah, you just casually have a 7'5" demigod on your team.
That's literally.
It's all right though.
I don't think you could build him on 2K. That's an unattainable build. And what are you telling me? This man trained with Monks and Kevin Garnett. And Kevin Garnett respects him enough to train him. Kevin Garnett just doesn't
He didn't
just
train
hand his own-
anybody. Kevin Garnett's Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett, he's very vocal about the way he feels about this league.
And
The
he trained
league,
Victor
and
because he saw it.
He saw it. He saw the potential.
We could see that, and know that they still have De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle.
Yep.
They have all of these phenomenal guards,
Yep.
and they still have a good wing room. This team is going
Devin
places.
Vassell.
Dude, what's it called? Pop. He's not coaching anymore, which is sad because I
Sad.
love Pop.
Miss him.
Greg Popovich. I love Greg Popovich. But he left this coach for San Antonio. He left him with a treasure trove. a treasure,
Treasure trove.
an absolute treasure trove of stuff right there.
And, well, I think that's going to end off today's show. I had a lot of fun recording this Halloween episode with you, Isaac.
Dude, I had so much fun with you, Avery, too.
Been great.
It's
We
been
got a little pizza party
spooky.
going and class right now. We're about to go hop off, go get some pizza.
Amen.
It's gonna be a great Halloween. I hope everyone who's listening has a great Halloween. You can catch us back here for the next 2 days on mypulseradio.com and the TuneIn app. Our Halloween special episode will be playing. Thank you guys for listening.
I'd like to thank all of you for
I'm
listening.
Avery Merriman,
And I'm Isaac Bassam.
and we will see you on the next episode.